Hi, my name is Kiara Motley, and I'm auditioning for Rosalind for Baltimore Center Stage
Well,
as you like it.
Rosalind, sweet my cause, be merry.
Dear Celia, I show more mirth than I am mistress of, and would you yet that I were merrier? Unless you could teach me to forget a banished father, you must not ask me to remember any extraordinary pleasure.
Herein I see thou lovest me not with the full weight that I love thee. If my uncle, thy banished father, had banished thy uncle, the Duke my father, so long as thou hadst been still with me, I would have taught my love to take thy father from mine. So wouldst thou, if the truth of thy love to me were so righteously tempered as mine is to thee.
Well, I will forget the condition of my estate to rejoice in yours.
You know my father hath no child but I, nor none is like to have. Truly, when he dies, thou shalt be his heir. For what he hath taken away from thy father by force, I will render thee again in affection. By mine honor I will. And when I break that oath, let me turn monster. Therefore, my sweet Rose, my dear Rose, be merry.
From henceforth I will, and devise sports. Let me see. What think you of falling in love?
Marry, I prithee do, to make sport withal, but love no man in good earnest. No further in sport neither, than with the safety of a pure blush thou mayst in honor escape again.
Well, what shall be our sport then?
Let us sit and mock good fortune from her wheel, that her gifts may henceforth be bestowed equally.
I would we could do so, for her benefits are mightily misplaced, and the bountiful blind woman doth most mistake in her gifts to women.
'Tis true. For those that she makes fair, she scarce makes honest, and those that she makes honest, she makes very ill-favored.
What nay, now thou goest from fortune's office to nature's.
Mistress, but hath not fortune sent in this fool to cut off the argument? How now, wit, whither wander you? Mistress, you must come away to your father. Why, Touchstone, were you made the messenger? No, by mine honor, but I was bid to come for you.
Well, where learned you that oath, fool?
Of a certain knight that swore by his honor that they were good pancakes, and swore by his honor the mustard was not. Now I'll stand to it that pancakes were not, and the mustard was good, and yet was not the knight forsworn. How prove you that, fool?
Well, I marry now unmuzzle your wit.
Stand you both forth now, stroke your chins, and swear by your beards that I am a knave. By our beards.
If we had them.
Thou art. Where dwell you, pretty youth?
With the shepherdess, my sister, here in the skirts of the forest.
Are you native of this place? Your accent is something finer than you could purchase in so remote a dwelling.
Well, I have been told so of many, but indeed an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak, who was in his youth an inland man, one that knew courtship too well, for there he fell in love. I have heard him give many lectures against it. Sure, there is a man haunts the forest that abuses our young plants with carving Rosalind on their barks. Ha! Hangs odes upon hawthorns and elegies on brambles, all forsooth defying the name of Rosalind. Well, if I could meet that fancy monger, I would give him some good counsel, for he seems to be racked with love's fever.
I am he that is so love-shaped. I pray you, tell me your remedy.
There is none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me how to know a man in love.
What were his marks?
A lean cheek, which you have not. A sunken eye, which you have not. A beard neglected, which you have not, though I pardon you for that. Then your shirt should be unbuttoned, your shoe untied, and everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation. But you are no such man. You are rather point device in your accoutrements, as more loving yourself than seeming the lover of any other.
Fair youth, I would I could make thee believe I love.
Me believe it. You may as soon make her that you love believe it, which I warrant she is apter to do than to confess she does. But in good sooth, are you he that hangs the verses on the trees wherein Rosalind is so admired?
I swear to thee, youth, by the white hand of Rosalind, I am that he, that unfortunate he.
But are you so much in love as your rhymes speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason can express how much.
Love is merely a madness. Yet I profess curing it by counsel.
Did you ever cure any so?
Yes, one, and in this manner. He was to imagine me his love, his mistress, and I set him every day to woo me, at which time I would grieve Be changeable, longing and liking, proud, fantastical, shallow, inconstant, full of tears, full of smiles, for every passion something, and for no passion truly anything. Would now like him, now loathe him, then entertain him, then forswear him, that I drove my suitor from his mad humor of love to a living humor of madness, and thus I cured him. And this way will I take upon me to wash your liver as clean as a sound sheep's heart, that there will not be one spot of love in it.
I would not be cured, youth.
I would cure you, if you would but call me Rosalind, and come every day to woo me.
Now, by the faith of my love, I will. Tell me where you dwell.
Go with me and I'll show you. And by the way, you shall tell me where in the forest you live. Will you go?
With all my heart, good youth.
Nay, but you must call me Rosalind. Come, sister, will you go?